Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft here in the future Nether Hub, and I'm flying around to give you a quick update. As you can see, things are progressing slowly here. Look, lots of digging has been done in this area, and I believe it is False who has mostly been taking care of all of this, and Cubfan as well. The Nether Hub project is sort of on hold-ish at the moment, I guess you could say, because we are all being distracted by these group events. Yes, got it. And speaking of group events, which portal do I need to head through here? I believe this one shall get me to where I'm going, and we're going to Team Star's headquarters. I still don't know what Star stands for, but I've been told that is our team name, and it lines up perfectly with our base, which is of course a star shape. And struggling to fly, and also noticing that this has become pretty monstrous over here. Interesting. Come on, fly already. There we go. Wow. Okay, the G team base is really ramping up. The water cooler has now got some sort of expansion bay over here. This thing is looking crazy. And there's an entrance there going over the river. That's fascinating. But we are here today to focus on our star fort over here. We're not going to be expanding upwards into the sky. Oh, no, 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 no. We're going to be expanding deep down below. Ours is going to be an underground base, and I am in charge of doing some work over here. The first thing that I wanted to check out when I got here was if this was a haste beacon, and I can see the haste logo. I'm going to guess it's haste 2, right? That is wonderful, because I am in charge of digging a ginormous hole over here, and I think False has just even been in the area working on this project already, because there are a whole bunch of cows and stuff here, and they're gone. What we're going to be doing in this area is digging this entire space that you see around here downwards, and creating a network of bridges and corridors, pathways that go up and down, leading to all sorts of different parts of our epic base, but also lots of rigged rooms and traps, because it is only us, Team Star, that are going to know our way around this crazy layout. But it's a long way to go, right? We've got a big dig to do here, so I'm going to have to set down some chests, going to repair my pick. I don't know where my other pick is. It's back at my base. I'm going to have to go get that. Great. But yes, we're going to do some digging in this area. Okay, we have opened up a fairly large area over here. We're not all the way down to bedrock just yet, and there are torches down there. So remember that what you're seeing here is going to be shrouded in darkness as we create a network of pathways and staircases to these different entrances over here, which are currently barred up with iron bars. That was a bit of a pun, I guess. The idea is that behind these areas might be traps and might be some of the rooms where we're going to do our various things like storing items. This right here is just temporary, and I believe somewhere here False actually prepped some of the materials we need for this. Yes, stone bricks. So we've got our stair blocks, our slabs, and our stone bricks. The staircases that we're going to make and the walkways to walk on will be made out of these two blocks, so nothing will be able to spawn on them, and they can be shrouded in darkness. So for example, we'll have something like this leading up to this bit, and I think when we actually devise the entrance, we'll probably remove, let's get rid of that, a couple of iron bars in the middle, so it has a bit of a cool look to it. I think that's alright. Anyway, some of these torches back here will need to go as well, so we want to keep the whole area looking dark and gloomy, but a little bit of light will make its way forward as we want to draw attention to each of these places. So I don't want to be doing too much of this just yet, because we really need to open up all of the walls and create lots of these entrances first, and then figure out where everything is going to go. You might have thought it would have been a good idea to bring this one across and connect it to over here, but we actually want lots and lots of these things going all over the place, and for it to be like an open maze. There's going to be lots of winding paths, and they don't really take direct routes to one another. So this one here might actually go downwards or upwards over this one, and therefore make it trickier to navigate the whole thing. You're probably thinking though you can sort of jump off the top of this one, land down here, and you'll be fine. And you'd be absolutely right. However, there is an honor code with the whole prank wars thing, and one of those things is when we're actually in the prank war, or whatever you want to call it, that there won't be elytras, so getting out of this thing will be tricky as well. So we do want to make it like a maze, and as I kind of said, right, these rooms over here that they lead to, they don't always have good things behind them. Sometimes they will have traps, And at the moment, it just so happens that there are caves and natural openings behind where we are. Like there's a mine shaft in this area. So that's made it really good for us to, naturally put in some of these anyway. But we'll make artificial ones as well. But really what I'd like to do is open this area up a lot more, and then I can start planning this stuff out better. And I think before we get too carried away with the staircases, we should actually finish the digging. And so I made a real big push over here. As you can see, it goes a lot further downwards. It goes across into this area. This is roughly halfway across the middle of the room, and we're about 5 blocks above the diamond level. So I'm going to continue digging down there in a moment, and the timing might just be perfect because I believe we are in need of diamonds. Doc has been asking for my assistance with something, so hopefully I can find him. He's currently AFK on the server, and find out what exactly is going on. Whoa, easy there, easy there. Almost slammed into me.
That was splat almost. Hey man.
How's it going, Doc? I hear you're cool. We're in need of diamonds or something?
Yeah, dire needs, man. As you know, we need TNT. Last time, your viewers don't know, but yeah, we test fired the cow cannon and the creeper cannon successfully.
Yeah,
We
it
were able
actually
to launch.
worked. The other
Yeah,
team
man.
found cows on top of their base and didn't know what was going on. How crazy.
Yeah, and now we modified it, as you from last time, and it's fixed now. I did another test launch where you press the button downstairs, and actually, yeah, it worked. We can confirm the cow is on their base. GG.
Wow.
Problem is still TNT, right? The thing is still expensive. I was able to shave off another 30
Yeah.
TNT, but still, yeah, we need it. And I was able to cut a deal with, Cub Fan, with the Concorp guys. Let
Okay,
me
that's
quickly
good. Oh,
run down and sleep.
all right, we're dropping down here.
Yeah. So yeah, that means I ordered 100 stacks of TNT, which
That
yeah,
that's what's gonna cost us, right?
yep. But 100
100
stacks of
stacks.
TNT, man, I tell you, bro, we can do a lot with that. I mean, I'm gonna need maybe half of that for the cannon tops. The rest we can definitely use for traps and all kinds of things.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, he wanted 2 stacks of diamonds for it.
2 stacks.
Two
That's
stacks.
not gonna be much of a problem. Just so
I don't think
happens
so.
I'm doing a lot of digging at the moment, and I'm
Yeah,
digging down to bedrock, so I should be able to get our hands on some diamonds. Dude, there's a cow sticking its face between those
I know.
fences.
This totally freaks me out all the time. There she is again.
It's
She
like a
does that.
spy cow.
Yeah,
Oh,
she does it. The first time she did that, it really freaked me out. I was like cooking something and then, whoa,
you
cow
got a cow
face
staring at you.
right in the face. But yeah, Impulse made this, and I don't know if he released a video yet about it,
His
but
video is out. I haven't had the chance to watch
oh,
it, but we know the concept. This is like
oh
a
yeah,
gas ball shooter.
oh yeah. You
We'll
can
be able to
see it.
shoot gas. Oh yeah, there it is.
The gas is dangling in there. Off camera, I went in there. The gas started screaming and shut right away. So I don't know how to operate it. We better be careful. But it seems Impulse did some practicing, and look at that in the middle there at the flag
Ah,
fire,
yeah.
because he
Oh,
was
come on.
mentioning the thing was precise. He could aim it wherever he wants to, and I think he even said he could literally aim at their base and blast it into bits.
That is
So
amazing, Adam. We can keep them on their toes when they're out there building, working on the
yeah,
roof, expanding the water cooler.
if they are coming over, man, we gonna freaking destroy them.
Hell yeah.
Gonna be epic. And why is there a tree in the middle of the battle zone?
That's new, isn't it? It's probably
That
some sort of trap, man. We shouldn't get too
yeah.
close. Who's this flying over? That's Mumbo Jumbo.
Oh, it's Mambo. What is he doing
Speaking of
there?
Mumbo,
Yeah, the double agent. Look at him.
isn't he now on our team?
Who knows?
What
It
is
was
Mumbo
very
up to?
unclear. What is he doing there? You know, they tried to hire him as a mole. Come to our, they wanted him to join our team in mole. What is
Those glasses are something, man.
What? Okay.
I think he's just doing Mumbo agent things.
Yes, he's spying on us. I don't know if his super spy agent thing is really a thing, man. I mean, honestly, he's
This
not the
is
best
this is
at
some
it.
strange kind of double agent spying right here. I
He
mean,
was,
it's not
he,
discreet. It doesn't make much sense. It
he
looks very odd.
tried. Maybe he was thinking we wouldn't see him. I mean,
I'm gonna walk a little bit closer here. I feel like he doesn't know I'm standing next to him. Maybe those sunshades, he can't see through them. They're completely black.
Or his plan is... Oh, he moved. Run!
Oh, he's seen us. Quick, run away. Oh,
Maybe he was pretending to be, play dead and then we don't see him or something.
who knows? Who knows what Mumbo's up to?
Yeah, nobody knows.
For the next part of this episode, I'd like to take a break from the team-based stuff and focus on our own base. Every episode of Hermitcraft now, I want to have something dedicated to what we're doing over here. It's a large project, and when it's finished, remember, this is what was going to be an episode, something that I would have crammed into one single episode, and that would have been absolute madness, and I'm not in the mood for madness. So we're doing it bit by bit, and over here I've got loads of prismarine shards. Of course, I've got even more because we've been collecting all the drops from the Guardians. Let's just do a quick check. Are my hopper minecarts stuck? This is something that I've noticed. They can get stuck on the corner of rails in 1.13. That is not good for us. And I don't know where the other ones are. And I don't know what to do about that. That really shouldn't happen. And I'll have to manually reset it, unfortunately. Okay, 2 of them are there. There's the 3rd one. Right, so we know where all 4 of those are. And that is very unfortunate. But anyway, we're going to craft some regular prismarine with this stuff. Of course, with the farms we got, we'll be able to make stupid amounts of this. I'm going to need a large amount because now we're going to decorate the outside of this base. So from up here, it still just looks like a janky old box in the ocean. But with some love and some care, we'll be able to make this look a lot more interesting. And we're going to start off by adding some structures to the corners here. This is a total aesthetic thing. We're going to add some interesting shapes to liven up the box. And the best way for me to show you this is probably with a 3rd-person time-lapse.
What a superb shot.
So there it is, my friends. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I haven't done one of those in a while. And up here at night, the view is pretty unspectacular. I want to see that from the daytime. But if we drop down here, we're not going to get the conduit effect until we go in this direction to this corner. Right? Yes, and there we go. Looks pretty spectacular, but it's more about seeing it in the daytime, I think. And this is just the first of a few things that are going to be attached to this build to make it far more interesting than just a blank wall. Hey, angry and slept. So now we can fly around and catch it from the daytime. You really can't see too much of what's going on, but that's fine. As we add more to this build, which we'll try and do every episode, it'll get more and more interesting. We're kind of done in this area now. You may notice there's one minecart going across the back there, and lots of items backed up on the track. There are no items in these minecart hoppers, but there are in the hoppers down below. The storage has filled up already. Incredible. Got to build some more chests and more hoppers here, even though this is supposed to be temporary. So a little bit of an expansion has got them all going again. That's fantastic. And we're done in this area for now, we got to head back over to the big dig in Team Star's base and get our hands on some diamonds. So my plan was to do the last bit of digging down at the bottom of our base, because that's diamond level, and we were about 5 blocks above where the diamonds last were. But I know that False is in the area, and it looks like she's dug pretty much everything down to the same level as well. Wow, absolutely epic. This thing is going to be amazing. There are a few torches here and there that need punching out, but you can really start to see how this is going to feel. And it looks like False has been getting involved over here as well, creating little openings. That's fantastic. Got a little bit of tidying up to do on the walls as well. Going to replace all of it with stone, so when it's all in darkness, it doesn't really, nothing like this pops out. Anyway, what Y level are we at? 21. What did I say? 5 blocks above, so we need to dig down by 5, and then we'll be at diamond level. Our plans to get diamonds from here may not be so successful. As I come down here to where the beacon is and open this part up, you'll see that someone has been mining down here at the perfect level for beacons already. For beacons? For diamonds. What am I talking about? Yeah, basically, we're not going to get any diamonds by finishing this dig. And obviously, the point was to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That's such a mean expression, poor little birds. What did they ever do, eh? Oh, anyway, yes, we're trying to get diamonds, and I've cleared everything down to the level where someone had come through here and done the instant mining. No diamonds so far, peeps. We have been very unlucky, but we are at now Y11, so if we dig downwards, there could potentially be more diamonds, and down here is bedrock somewhere. There it is, excellent. So we're going to dig all the way down to this level. Finally, after many hours and many picks repaired, we have fortune free. We have our first diamonds of the big dig. 7, and we need 2 stacks in total. Also, False is over here helping out. So you can see in this corner, I've come all the way down to the bedrock, and the dark effect is really starting to kick in here. Let's head up top. And if we wander over to this middle bit, I didn't realise we were digging this all the way down, but False has actually been in the area just digging it all down to this spot, which is fantastic. So the project has gotten a little bit larger, but I've got some help as well. And now we run into Obsidian, and observing the Falsey here, I noticed that she's using some sort of technique where she throws down her bucket of water right as the lava appears. My technique is to usually put water here, and as you mine it, let the water push into the blocks that you are destroying like this. Anyway, what I'm thinking is, this is slow, and we need to get this area dug out. And if we happen to need obsidian on demand for a prank or something like that, we can go to the end dimension and get loads there, risk-free. There's not lava underneath it. So what is the other way? I always need to remind myself, the other way is to use gravity blocks because they fall in, and we happen to have a large amount of gravel from all the clearing out that we've been doing. So I'm going to do this one over here this way, and we're not going to collect any obsidian. More diamonds. More diamonds. We've got the fortune pick. Let's mine them. And now we're up to 16. Diamonds, or should I say diamonds. Hello. Just one on its own. Oh, no good. I just logged back in after a little break, and False has actually finished the last bits that there were to do. I found 3 more diamonds, and I was using this pick instead. So let's mine away, and from that we got a total of 30, which ain't so bad. It ain't so bad. It helps. One of the things that spoils the atmosphere in here a little bit are the lights that shouldn't be there, like a torch on the wall. But we also have skylights coming in from above. So I think what we should do to check this out for now is just block these off so we can see what it looks like with the sky no longer bringing light in here. Our beacon beam has been deactivated. No sunlight is creeping in from anywhere, I believe. We have like a ghostly light source up there. That happens in this game. And wow, the atmosphere in here now is pretty astonishing, right? And I won't have time to do this today, but in our next episode we'll be filling this place up with a maze of pathways and arches, stairways going to all of these different openings on the sides where creepings of light are going to come through. It's going to be amazing. Of course, I don't want to leave the haste beacon disabled, so just going to remove these 2 blocks now. So I have one other job to conduct for this episode. That is to construct a banner that is going to be our team logo. We can place it throughout our base, and I want to give a shout out to Gravdal, I'm not going to say your first name because I'm pretty sure I will get it wrong, but thank you for sharing me this design on Twitter. Of course, I can't reveal the secrets of our design, but I'm over here grabbing some wool so I can make the design and then copy it a whole bunch of times to place in our base. And let's check it out together. You can kind of see me holding it right there. Pretty awesome. I've changed the color scheme a little bit as we wanted to have a unique color scheme for our group, and I decided to go with green and yellow. That looks kind of natural. Why did I expect it to face the other way when I placed it down? There we go. That is going to be Team Star's logo right there, or emblem, and those are our team colors, green and yellow. So here is where we're going to round this episode up. I'm going to end it with a poll. In the top right of the screen, you can have a vote. Whose team are you rooting for so far? Let me know by voting in the poll. It'll be interesting to see. And of course, if you're rooting for this team, go down below to the comments and share any ideas for tricks and traps, things that you should think that we should have in our base, and you can help us take on the G team over there with their giant water cooler. So please be sure to do that, and if you want to leave a like on this video, it'll be greatly appreciated, because as I'm sure you know, as every YouTuber tells you, it makes a big difference here on YouTube. So thank you for doing that, and I'll see you soon in the next episode. Bye bye.